Zesty Life Hacks. Is your podcast as sporadic as this one?
I mean, it might be. There's some crazy podcasts.
Yeah. What's the craziest podcast you listen to?
Boat Bears?
No, you've just made that up. That's not a podcast.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
There's a podcast for everything these days.
Boat Bears.
There's too many podcasts. There's Boat Bears.
What? What's boat? What? Do I? Should I? What's Boat Bears about?
I don't really understand it. It's that sporadic. It's that crazy.
When I said sporadic,
I don't know when they launch. I don't know when a new episode drops. I don't know if it's episodic. I don't know if there's characters or not really. I hear sounds, and I think I know the sounds, but they don't make sense together, and they don't not make sense. It's not like an active intangibility, Boat Bears. It's like you can make something out from it.
You could. What, you're supposed to make something up out of it. Boat Bears.
You're not supposed to. But you can, but you're not supposed to. But you could if you wanted to, but you're not really supposed to.
Oh, well. I think I'll have to try and listen to Boat Bears.
Yeah. There's 1,072 episodes.
Where?
Quite an underground listening platform.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Boat Bears.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
It's a dark web pod. I think it might just be a code.
No, don't type that into Google.
What? Dark web code Boat Bears?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't type it. Don't try and find it.
No.
Or maybe you can.
No, don't.
But maybe you shouldn't.
No.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't do it.
Hey, whistling. Oh, okay. You can whistle.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you could. When you were a little kid.
I can't whistle, I know, but then I did.
How long did it take you to learn? Because I think everybody has a whistling story. Very rare is the person out there who can just whistle. Who didn't go, oh, wow, that's a cool trick. And then like that.
I got it straight away.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
You just told me when you were little you couldn't do it.
When I was real little.
When you were real little?
When I was...
Oh, before you tried, you couldn't do it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
The second I could comprehend whistling, I was like, oh, you probably just do it like... And they did it.
Right. That's the whole of your story.
It was pretty sick. Yeah.
Cool.
What was your whistling story? How long did it take you to learn?
Oh, like ages. I tried a little bit, sort of couldn't do it.
To be fair,
Then tried a little bit later.
To be fair.
And then got a little bit better.
To be fair, I did only learn what whistling was in 2017.
Oh.
So
So you weren't little.
I wasn't little because before I just thought people were saying like the sound ooh in a funny way.
Oh.
But I never tried it because I was just like, oh yeah, they're just saying ooh in a funny way. Then I realized that's what whistling was. And there was like, oh wait, I'll try whistling. And there was like, bam, instant got it.
To be fair, you were like 10.
Yeah, but got real good.
Got real good real quick.
Real good real quick.
Well, not real quick,
Instantaneously.
At whistling.
The second I realized that whistling wasn't. I didn't try to make the ooh sound. It wasn't like ooh. I was like, oh wait, whistling is different to going ooh, and they immediately went bam.
Did you say bam after it like that?
Nah, but like there was a little explosion
behind you, or or from your lips.
Batman punched a guy quite close to me.
Oh, okay.
And when Batman punches people,
bam.
Little explosions.
Yeah, there's usually like a little horn thing that goes.
That's a superpower.
What? Punching things and having it go bam?
There's a little explosion. He doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's Batman. It's real cool.
Batman doesn't have any superpowers. Yeah, famously doesn't have any superpowers.
He can fly, can't he?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, in a jet.
Batman kind of sucks.
No,
I thought he was super cool.
He's really smart and he just won't stop.
I thought he was super cool.
No, he's kind of tough and he doesn't sleep.
Why doesn't he sleep?
He's the world's greatest detective.
Yeah, but you need
He's too
a good
busy
rest.
detecting. No,
You need a good rest
he
on
just
a mattress.
goes. That's his superpower.
What mattress should you get? You should get a purple mattress.
What?
Buy a purple mattress now. They're real comfy. I used to never sleep ever. Then I started sleeping and got a purple mattress. Some guys came here. They were like, "Oh yeah, we'll give you a mattress." And I took a quiz, and the quiz said, "Hey, you need to sleep." And the quiz was like, "Would you rather sleep on rocks or on a pillow?" And I said, "Rocks." Grr. And then they brought me a bag of rocks, and that's my pillow and my purple mattress. I can't remember if purple is a real mattress brand. I think it might be. Is it not?
No.
Well, then that's even better. Anyway, so how's stuff?
You know,
You got any stuff?
yeah.
You got questions and stuff?
Nah.
Oh, nah.
Nah.
Nah, you got none?
I got none.
You got nuns at all?
Not even
Or
at all.
I could
got
do
nuns.
something.
Nuns.
I could have an idea for a podcast. You want to hear my idea?
Let's go.
Quora. Do you know about Quora?
That's the place where you ask a question and a whole bunch of people answer it.
Yeah, yeah, we could answer Quora questions.
So it's kind of like Facebook, except you ask a question and expect an answer, whereas Facebook, you say something and people just give you their opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why would...
I mean, you could type the question into Google and then just press "more," and we'll give you a bunch of answers, but instead it's different.
There's this thing called Quora.
There's this thing called Quora. You want to hear the first question?
The first question ever on Quora?
Yeah.
Or is it just the first question you pulled up on your phone?
It might be the first question. I mean, it's got 59 answers.
59 answers. That sounds like a lot of interaction.
Yeah. Why is greed the root of all evil?
I don't know. Why is greed the root of all evil?
You're supposed to answer it.
And so this isn't a joke.
No.
It sounded like the setup for a joke or a pun.
That's not what Quora is.
Oh, I thought it was.
It's not like a. It's not
why
like
is why is greed the root of all evil? Because it's a tree. Evil tree.
Treevil.
Treevil. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. So it's not that.
Yeah, it's not that.
It should be that. We should start a
where you submit setups.
Yeah, setups and see if people can come up with the best finishing for a joke.
Come up with the best punchline.
Yeah, punchline. We'll call it punchline.
We'll call it punchline.
That's great.
This is great. We got ideas. We got money. You got people that can work this. We just got to get collateral from the bank. We just got to get a loan. Then we can get some tech startups. We go into the big leagues, the big cities. We're talking Melbourne. We're talking Sydney. Maybe
Melbourne and Sydney, not New York.
Nah, the big ones.
London.
Yeah, we'll branch out. We'll branch out to Mumbai.
Okay.
We'll branch out. You gotta start small, but not too small. We're not starting in
Wagen.
We're not starting in Wagen. We're not starting like when what other small towns are there other than Wagen?
Wagen's pretty small.
Wagen's pretty small, but they got a big sheep.
Oh yes, they do have. They have a big ram.
They got a big ram.
Yes, and he's anatomically correct.
And it's a ram.
And it's a ram. It's a man sheep.
Okay, cool. Nice.
Although he's just one colour.
Oh, yeah.
Every now and then somebody goes and paints his underbits pink because it's funny.
Yeah, it's funny. We're not talking Alice Springs. We're not talking...
No.
Not even talking,
Wodonga.
Not even talking Wodonga.
Wodonga's pretty... Not that small. We're not talking Iron Knob.
We're not even like...
That's a place. That's a real place.
Even sort of bigger spots. Like, we are not talking about Canberra.
Or Adelaide.
We're not talking... Maybe Adelaide, actually.
What about Hobart?
No, not Hobart.
Okay.
Not Hobart. We're sticking to mainland here.
All right. I forgot what we were doing in all these places.
We're starting up a big start. So set up and punchline. It's a great idea. It's really perfect. You can have the person on the app who did the question choose the best response. You You can get some
Oh,
sort of
hang on now.
we're choosing karma system, and you can also have like an audience response.
Okay.
There's 2 voting systems, and then we get some sort of karma system. I'm thinking a bit Reddit, a bit
A bit Reddit.
a bit Reddit, a bit something else.
Okay, so
That's not
if you're an active user, you get sort of karma.
Yeah.
That you can't do anything with, just like Reddit.
Yeah.
It's just a nice little, hey, we see you. We see you being active.
We see you being active.
Yeah.
You can't do anything with Reddit karma.
Nah. You've been collecting all your karma?
Yeah, I've got a million. I guess I should just delete my account. I thought it was useful.
No, you can't do anything with
I got tons of karma.
No, you should stop just answering everything with a smiley face.
I thought it
on
was
Reddit.
I thought it was real karma. I thought when I got reincarnated, it would be like I'd get something sick.
Nah.
Nah.
It's just a little tick of approval for you.
Was
Make
that
you
bad?
feel good. Nah, why is that bad? That's probably the least invasive form of social interaction on social media. Anyway, punchline. Look out for it. It's coming at you.
Punchline is gonna punch you in the face.
Yeah, and every month we'll get like the best top voted jokes, and we'll have a comedian perform them
Oh
on
yeah,
a live feed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not gonna be their jokes though.
No, they're not. But
they're
someone who
nothing
knows
like their joke.
someone who knows how
Someone
to deliver
who knows
a line.
how to deliver the lines, but
Yeah.
could work out real bad.
Yeah, pretty bad, I reckon. It's going to be huge.
Yeah.
And the worst jokes, we'll just get an AI version of a celebrity that's no good, like Trump, and he can do the worst jokes.
Robo Trump tells the worst jokes.
You don't want to have one of
there's
your
like
jokes end up on Robo Trump.
So there's like a downvote system as well. Is that?
No, it's
coming
just
up?
like they didn't get any votes. Like
Yeah, but
nobody.
But we're talking. Are we talking big scale? Because if we're talking big scale, then there's going to be a lot of stuff for Robo Trump to say.
No, it's like the lowest non-voted 3 or 4, maybe curated.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone just trolls 2 of the worst of them at the end of each month. Some intern.
Yeah.
Got to have the interns.
Go have the intern.
And they just look at it and they just go, oh, that's a terrible joke. It'd be really funny if Robo Trump said that.
Pretty good idea.
I like it.
How do we incorporate everything TikTok's doing into it though? 'Cause that's very important for social media.
You can use the sounds of the professional comedian
yes.
each month
Yes.
to do a dance to a joke.
You can do a dance to a joke.
Well, it'll be interpretive,
Like
like a trendy dance.
I can see how there are maybe a couple of different like ways that comedy and music work sort of similar. There's musical open mics, writing processes, structures. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not sure if danceability is one of those though.
Maybe that should
I
be
think that's the
a
one
part
thing
of comedy.
that sets it.
No,
You
well, we
think
could be
maybe
bringing that to. This is our new bit.
I guess there's forms of physicality.
Yeah.
But
It's just got to be rhythmic physicality.
You gotta go to the beat of the joke.
Yep, that's it.
I
I think we've cracked this. Look
think-
out for punchline.
Look out for punchline.
Yeah.
Coming to an app store near you. If you're near a phone, it's coming near you.
All right. Riddle me this.
Riddle you what?
We've got an Instagram.
No. Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Zesty Life Hacks is an Instagram. You should follow us on that because there's a reel that's been going for a little while now. Now, it's not blowing up in any type of major way. It is not a viral hit.
Let's be real. It is.
Well, okay.
It is. It's hit big time.
So what it is, it's of you
Yeah, it's me.
doing a little bit of your stand-up routine. You had an easel and you've got a picture of a plate
Yeah.
and a picture of a bowl
Yeah.
and then the third picture, plate or bowl.
Yeah, it's like a nondescript sort of dish.
Right.
Yeah.
So could you explain the joke? 'Cause it's a pretty simple premise.
Oh, well, I'd love to talk through. So it's relatable, but not in a way that would come off as hack.
Oh, okay.
Is the first thing I would start with.
Okay, go.
So you really got to go down to the process of comedy and what really comedy sort of comes from. And that is, of course, subversion of expectation. Because back when we were hunter-gatherer cavemen living in caves, basically, if you got scared by something, it was probably a saber-toothed tiger and you were probably dead. When you weren't, you would feel happy. And that's basically where subversion of expectation comes from. And so that's what has brought on the setup and punchline sort of premise. You set up an expectation and then you deliver a punchline. Sometimes it can differentiate from that a little bit, where the expectation has already been set up by everyone's preconceived notion. So you only really need a sort of punchline. And this is where a lot of absurdism can come in. But it can be done in really a multitude of different ways. Because, so what you can do instead of setting up an expectation of something in real life is set up a completely new expectation that people aren't really introduced to. And you can use that to then break that expectation. And that can be a way to make a joke. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about plate or bowl. So what I did there, it all starts with comedy. It all starts from an idea, really. And so the idea behind this was I believe I was having a spaghetti carbonara at the time. And I looked down at the spaghetti carbonara. And I thought, what is this in? What is this in? Is this a plate or a bowl? I have a notes app. Yeah. And so I wrote down just plate or a bowl. And from that became this sort of parody of the sort of formulaic sort of game show. So that's sort of another way the expectations sort of come in. So the premise is set up by the first two pictures, which are of what is very clearly one plate and one bowl. And then in a very familiar way, I subvert it by showing what is possibly a plate or possibly a bowl, depending on what you believe in. And really, it's okay. Comedy is all about. It's all about sort of challenging society, and that's what I feel I've really done.
I think you could have just said blue dress, and that would have been the whole thing.
What, blue dress?
Yeah, that meme from
what's this?
A couple of years ago.
Oh, you mean gold dress?
Sure,
I think it is gold.
Plate or bowl.
I mean, yeah, I could have said that. But
Same
would
thing.
It have been insightful?
Now, what's weird
Seems
about...
like you could have said that.
What's
could
weird...
you have said what I said?
What's weird about plate or bowl is it keeps getting likes.
That's because it's something that... it's something familiar, but something that's never really been... explored before. And that's where a lot of comedy comes from.
It's fast becoming... our most popular reel on Instagram by a lot, like a silly amount. And it's not It's not like it got to a point and then stopped. It keeps going. It's going slowly.
It's a long burn. It doesn't
It just keeps
of course
going.
This joke is both timeless and perfect for this current political climate.
I hate Comedy Nerd. Comedy Nerd is your worst character. Oh my god. He's like Mr. Schwilly on Auntie Donna. Comedy Nerd is the worst. I can't believe I let it go on so long. But seriously, follow us on Instagram and look at Plate or Bowl.
You don't like Comedy Nerd?
Comedy Nerd sucks.
What was that?
Was that me?
Was that you?
I think it was just a buzzing of phlegm in the back of my throat.
Yeah. You're going to need to bleep that out.
Nah, everybody's hearing that. It's the new ASMR. No. I couldn't do it now if I tried.
You're going to need to bleep that out.
Sounds like you're going to throw up.
You're going to need to bleep that out.
So you just spent the last week in drag. You were doing a play?
Yeah.
And you were playing a lady. And so you looked pretty good. You had a wig on, you had a big dress on, and jewelry and makeup and high heels. So how did you find all those accoutrements? Yeah.
Oh,
Did it
what?
give you some insight into being a lady?
That's another place that comedy should come from.
No, comedy nerd.
This is another place.
I was asking you a serious question.
When it comes to these sort of harsh topics,
No, stop.
They need to be.
Stop.
They need to be challenged.
Comedy nerd, stop.
They need to be challenged.
Oh my god! Just okay. Look, do you now have a greater appreciation for the amount of effort that some ladies, some women go to just to walk out the door and for a day out?
My feet kind of hurt.
Your feet kind of hurt.
It wasn't really fun.
And they weren't like some dodgy old prop shoes. They were a pair of shoes that you borrowed off somebody.
Yeah.
That they wear.
Yeah.
So they weren't. So there were shoes that somebody else wears, and you found them terribly uncomfortable.
Yeah, it might have been a bigger size to some extent, but also just generally.
I'm sorry. Were those shoes too big for you?
No, small.
A bit small. Okay,
small.
a bit small. Right.
But the bottom part that was pretty sick.
What bottom part? The dress bit.
The dress.
Wearing a dress.
The bottom bit of the dress that's sort of comfortable until you try and sit down. But when you're standing up, that's okay.
Are you talking about because the dress from the waist down? You thought that was pretty comfy.
Yeah, it's like a toga.
Yeah,
but,
free and easy.
Yeah, that's free and easy.
Yeah.
And then the top part that's all strapped up and sucks.
Oh, okay.
Didn't like that top bit.
So uncomfortable on top.
Didn't like the top
free
bit.
and easy
didn't
down
like
below.
Didn't like my face. Didn't like the top bit.
What didn't you like about your face, dear?
I didn't like all the makeup took time and there was hair. I got a lot of hair in my mouth.
All right.
I think I swallowed a lot of hair.
You swallow wig hair.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't.
Probably
Hopefully
dead
they don't.
person hair.
No, they don't get the wig hair.
Probably
from dead
dead person.
Why
hair.
would you say that? Don't even mention the dead people. They don't do wig hair.
If it was donated from somebody, they could have.
I mean, isn't all hair
dead?
dead? Hair's made up of dead skin cells, isn't it? Is that right? Is that fingernails?
Yeah, and that's also what the poachers say when they cut ivory tusks from woolly mammoths, Dad.
Woolly mammoths?
That's what they say.
Actual elephants, I
They
think you
say,
mean.
actually, it's already dead, so it's fine if we cut these tusks
It would be okay for them to tuck.
from the little baby woolly rhinos.
Which would be absolutely fine if they didn't also kill the animal and make that dead to get the dead.
What do elephants use their tusks for?
Oh, like pushing trees over?
They got a trunk for that. Trunk v trunk, ultimate showdown.
Oh, well, you get the trunk out the road, right? Because that's also your sniffer and your grabber. You don't want to hurt that.
One, that's pretty sick.
Yeah. Oh, it's multiple things in one.
Yeah, it's also
it's also a snorkel and a shower head and a dust thrower.
Like, when I look at a person's
lolly
face,
stealer. Steals lollipops.
When I look at a person's face,
Yep.
I look at all the things and I think, wow, all of this is important. All of this is good.
Yep.
But noses clear last to eyes and mouth. There's a reason why stick figures don't have them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Unless they're actively smelling something and then all of a sudden a nose appears.
Yeah. But if it was long and was like an arm,
Yeah.
that's sick.
Do you reckon we should all have trunk noses?
Oh, yeah.
I can flare my nostrils, can you? Do you think
Of course
that's,
I can.
Do you think that's a hangover from like when we were related to more closely to elephants?
When was that?
Are we elephant people? One of your uncles has got a pretty prehensile nose. Saw him grab a pencil once.
What? Don't grab pencils with your noses. Don't do that. That's bad.
I mean sideways like a moustache.
Oh yeah. That's fine. That's funny. Do that. There's a right and a wrong way to grab a pencil with your nose.
Never do the wrong way.
And never, like, I'm not joking here.
Yeah, don't stick things in your nose.
Don't stick things in your nose. Not pencils.
Or your ears. Or your eyes. Don't put anything in anywhere.
And for us, how are you going to get the ears or eyes in the nose?
No,
They're attached to the same body.
I was saying don't put things in your ears.
Is that what Van Gogh was doing?
We're trying to put his
that what
ear up
Van
his
Gogh-
nose. He's trying to put
Is
his
that what Van Gogh was doing?
He's going, I wonder if I can smell what I hear.
Yeah. And let's talk about Van Gogh for a second, because the way he does art, it sort of parallels quite well the way you might see some comedians, some of the less mainstream comedians.
Go away.
You know,
Go away, comedy nerd. I don't like you. I don't like you on a podcast, comedy nerd. Not on this podcast. We could start. We could start a podcast called Comedy Nerd and just talk comedy.
That is pretty cool. This could be the pilot episode.
Not the pilot episode of Comedy Nerd.
Yes, it is. And what I'm doing with this character, this is actually a lesson in sort of character work. This is quite meta.
Why am I letting you go? Stop.
But not just meta in just like pointing out that the meta thing is meta. It's doing more than that. It's actually
Shut up. Shut up, comedy nerd.
Irony
No,
to it.
be quiet. Stop. No, stop it. We should now record a separate podcast of boat bears and launch it on the same day. People look it up, they'll find boat bears.
They'll find boat bears. Okay.
I mean, an AI. An AI to do the logo, boat bears. Put an episode. What would boat bears be about? Because it's crazy and sporadic. It'll start with episode like 56.
You don't even understand. It'll be too crazy.
Would there be
for you to really comprehend?
I'm going to be in it because we're going to record it.
Yeah, no.
Too much water.
It's not just going to be bears on boats.
I'm a bear on a boat.
Wow. Mars, 42. Mars, 42. Mars, 42.
Why is there
Space
so
man,
much
come down.
water?
Come up. Come down. Wow.
I don't
I,
like
me,
this.
I, you, me, you, I, tree.
You're not even doing a voice.
It's
Not even a voice either.
You can't even voice you voice.
I'm a bear on a boat.
I think you're taking boat bears too literally for what I described.
I'm not a bear.
There's a bear.
Not on a boat. Definitely not a bear.
Maybe you are.
No.
Maybe you aren't.
No.
Or
I'm a fish.
in a beehive.
No, that would be ridiculous.
Yes, it would be. Or my wife. Or
Borat just turns up. Thank you for listening to Boat Bears. Boat Bears is brought to you by
ABDCABBBACBBDDD.
Subscribe to our Patreon.
I think that's what boat bears is like.
Is that what Boat Bears is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, one person trying to.
I've just given myself another job.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.